Hey y'all. This is Voice Paul, the voice of NOAA Weather Radio, on behalf of CXP EAS 05 Media Network, and more. Do you want to consider giving CXP more subscriber milestones? Or are you busy doing some random brain-rot memes on your phone, or any other devices? Actually, don't do the toilet cringe. You know what to do: like, comment, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for more videos.
Of course, you went off for it.
The thing is that, like, since it was the reason why it for a little bit is because it was a little. Well, the corrosion isn't bad because it's more of dust. So, yeah. But the radio itself is in good condition. It's like, I swear, every time I buy one of these shit, they always have batteries. Or sometimes batteries. Okay, I'm gonna plug this in here. Hold on a second.
Good job. 120.
Man, CXP, slips up.
Hillsborough Bay, moving west at 10 knots. Hazard. 34 knots.
Yes.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for Tampa Bay waters until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, strong thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Hillsborough Bay to near St. Pete Beach. The strong thunderstorms were nearly stationary. Hazard: wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source: radar. Impact: expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly high waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Terracea Bay, Getty Bridge, Old Tampa Bay, Howard Franklin Bridge, Port Manatee Reef, Tampa Bay, Cockroach Bay, Sunshine Skyway Bridge, Hillsborough Bay, Johns Pass, Courtney Kemmel Causeway, and Maria Island. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected.
Yeah, that was that lightning over our heads. Just heard. There it is.
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Choctaw to Bonita Beach, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Coastal
There we go.
ฟังแล้วเนี่ยรู้สึกเสียเกียรติมากๆเลย
Seek safe harbor immediately. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami.
Bro, I was outside and this happens. I was outside and this happens.
You just get inside now? Did you get the last part of it?
Yeah, I just got it. You had to do that to me again, Miami. Mental Miami, how dare you do a marine warning while I'm outside? Mental Miami, how dare you do a marine warning while I'm outside? MFL.
Waters from Choctawhy to Bonita Beach, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Coastal waters from East Cape Sable to Choctawhy, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 9:15.
Mental Miami, how dare you do another marine warning when I'm going to eat dinner?
Southwest of Marco Island, moving southwest at 15 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots for
Add to the app. Add to the app.
Exactly.
Damage and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will remain over mainly open waters. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes.
Hey, is TPW still giving you
For the National Weather Service.
No, that's how Miami is.
Report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. Source, radar.
Not you. It's not you. It's not you.
Easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas.
There we go.
MFL, come on.
Higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Locations and tactics include Cape
Yes,
Romano Aquatic
I beat the
Reserve,
record.
Cape Romano, and Marco Island. Thunderstorms can produce sudden waterspouts. Waterspouts can easily overturn.
I knew you were going to do that to me again.
Seek safe harbor immediately. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter.
I forgot to set that on channel 6, that's why.
These are the 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time observations.
What is
for
that
the local area.
noise? My goodness.
Richard 86.
And Miami.
CP, Marine warning. Marine warning. CP.
Yep.
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Choctawhy to Bonita Beach, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 4:30 p.m. At 3:41 p.m., a severe
SPS for Putnam and Marion, of
waterspout
course.
was located near Marco Island, moving west at 20
And guess what
knots.
Jacksonville just did?
Hazard.
You wanna know what Jacksonville just did? An SPS for mayor.
Source, radar. Impact. Waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas.
Look.
All
Oh,
craft
random.
could be damaged.
Guess what Jacksonville did? Special weather statement for Marion.
Marco Island and
Oh.
Naples.
SPS for Pasco. SPS for Pasco.
Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service.
Special weather statement.
You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and
Oh,
Twitter.
it's for Jasmine Estates. It's for you, Marion.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has special marine warning for Charlotte Harbor and
Really, TBW?
coastal waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida, out 20 to 60 nautical miles. Waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 to 60 nautical miles until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 6:23 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a strong thunderstorm was located over Venice Inlet, moving west at 15 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Impact, expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots. Suddenly high waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations
TBW, how dare you wake me up with an SMW?
M15 Reef, M9 Reef, Venice Inlet, M4 Reef, Minnesota Key, M7 Reef, Venice, M8 Reef, M17 Reef, M10 Reef, M5 Reef, MD4 Reef, Don Johnson Reef, M16 Reef, MD2 Reef, Don Pedro Island, and M3 Reef. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes.
So much of my stuff failed.
Forecast for the WXK83 listening area for the mostly cloudy. Upper ridging will continue to build over the area as we head into next week.
I think I mostly got KHP32 SMW, but I'll take that. Seriously, TBW, just come on.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 8:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 7:41 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a strong thunderstorm was
I can't even scream for it. Because y'all are talking.
Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Impact, expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots. Suddenly high waves, frequent lightning. Downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing
I don't need KHP for that.
locations impacted include Santa Maria Island, Manatee 3 Mile North Reef, Manatee Nearshore Reef, Manatee 4 Mile South Reef.
Oh, wait. See if I can get... Oh, I can get KHP. Sweet.
No, his mic is just cutting out. No, his mic is just like really low.
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from John Galaski to Port
Mento, Miami. How dare you do a marine warning while playing Roblox?
Galaski, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 3:45 p.m. At 2:45 p.m., severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from near
It's always water spouts. As always.
Bellier Bay.
Just as always.
Hazard, waterspouts and wind gusts 34 or greater. Source, radar. Impact, waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged by briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Choctawaki, Cape Romano Aquatic Preserve, Cape Romano, and Marco Island. Thunderstorms can produce sudden waterspouts. Waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Seek safe harbor immediately. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service on Facebook and Twitter.
And a turret.
Marine locations, coastal.
There you go.
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Choctawaki to Bonita Beach, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 4:15 p.m. At 3:20 p.m., severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along
Again with the water spouts.
near Naples, moving west at 10 knots. Hazard, waterspouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Impact, waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged by briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves.
Yep.
Locations impacted include Naples, Vanderbilt Beach, Bonita Shores, and Marco Island. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Thunderstorms can produce sudden waterspouts. Waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Seek safe harbor immediately. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. The following marine...
I'm gonna switch to the other.
So yeah, right after that alert, me and F5 were getting in touch with NWSMFL and telling them to issue an SVR because Naples Municipal Airport ASOS reported thunderstorm wind gusts of 66.8 miles per hour, but it turns out they were having issues with the Mesonet station and everything and all that. If I'm not mistaken, So yeah, MFL did what they needed to do when they got our reply on Twitter, and I'm not kidding about that. So NWS Miami replied to us on Twitter for the first time. So yeah, enjoy the next clip. Thank you, Miami. See that? They just got our comment. Yeah. Oh shoot.
Weather alert.
I was not expecting a tornado possible, but okay.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: Collier, Florida.
as they should have.
It was some goofy Timu AccuRite weather station.
We've been monitoring MFL. The ASOS, like, no, there's not.
I knew it.
ASOS ILM sponsored by Timu. Did you guys know that ILM is actually sponsored by Timu?
Coastal waters from Bermuda Beach to Englewood, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, strong thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 10 nautical miles south of Sanibel to 6 nautical miles northeast of Captiva to 16 nautical miles northeast of Gasparilla Island, moving west by 10 knots. Hazard, wind gusts to 40 knots. Source, radar. Impact, expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, sudden high waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Gasparilla Island, Englewood, Fort Myers Beach, Minnesota Key, Captiva, Sanibel, Don Pedro Island, and Bonita Beach. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Now for the official
Dang. That's wild. Bam.
That was cool. I got part of it.
There you go.
has issued a special marine warning for Charlotte Harbor and Pine Island Sound. Coastal waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida, out 20 to 60 nautical miles until 6:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:24 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along the line extending from 20 nautical miles southwest of Sanibel to 8 nautical miles west of Captiva to near Don Pedro Island, moving west at 20 knots. Hazard, waterspouts and wind gusts to 40 knots. Source, radar. Impact, waterspouts can quickly form and capsize boats, damage vessels, and create suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly high waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Gasparilla Island, Fort Myers Beach, Minnesota Key, Captiva, Sanibel, Don Pedro Island, Bonita Beach, and Englewood. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Thunderstorms can produce sudden waterspouts. Waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create local hazardous seas. Seek safe harbor immediately.
Golly, TVW. TVW is on to something. They are on to something. Yeah, there you go. And there goes our next marine warning that just got out today. Waterspout observed! Guys, it's Waterspout observed!
Coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 6:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm producing waterspouts will
Oh, Jesus!
moving west at 50 knots. Hazard, waterspouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Waterspouts can capsize boats.
I think this is a straight up aqua blow.
Waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Expect wind gusts in
That is Seabreeze Insanity right there.
Manatee 7 miles south of Reef. Manatee 1 mile Reef. Manatee 3 miles south of Reef. Manatee 7 mile north Reef. Longboat Pass and Longboat Key. Thunderstorms can produce sudden waterspouts. Waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create
Oh!
Seek safe harbor immediately. These are the 5 p.m.
My God! Uncle blew straight up! Where did Waterspout Observe come from?
Oh my freaking goodness. There it is. Waterspout report. Look.
My God!
Wow. That's crazy.
Here we go.
Oh shit, it's Waterspout again.
That's also a waterspout.
At least he went off now.
Your coastal waters forecast.
Yes, there we go. There we go. Yup, that settles it. That pretty much settles it. This is definitely Seabreeze Insanity without a single doubt. That is definitely Seabreeze Insanity without a single doubt.
The civil authorities have issued a required weekly test for all of Connecticut, all of District of Columbia, all of Delaware, all of Florida, all of Georgia, all of Indiana, all of Kentucky, all of Massachusetts, all of Maryland, all of Maine, all of Michigan, all of North Carolina, all of New Hampshire, all of New Jersey, all of New York, all of Ohio, all of Pennsylvania, all of Rhode Island, all of South Carolina, all of Virginia, all of Vermont, and all of West Virginia beginning at 11:01 a.m. and ending at 12:01 p.m. Test message pause open cap EAS feed configuration test message.
Come on, TVW. I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, I got it.
International. Reports along the coast and offshore.
Now, why does the R40 reception sucks on getting KHB32? Because even though I got it, but It's only for Tampa Bay waters. That's all that matters. Oh, there you go.
Oh, guys.
Where did that come from?
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for Charlotte Harbor and Pine Island Sound, coastal waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood,
It's from my coastal waters.
Coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 nautical
What
miles
the heck?
until 4:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 3:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a cluster of strong thunderstorms was located.
A cluster of strong thunderstorms? What the heck?
Hazard. Wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source. Radar. Impact. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots. Sudden high winds. Frequent lightning. And heavy downpours.
I just got the Englewood and Tarpon SMW. And there's another one.
Include Gasparilla Island, Fort Myers Beach, Minnesota Key, Captiva, Sanibel, Don Pedro Island, Bonita Beach, and Englewood. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected.
That could have been a freaking doubleheader.
That could have been. That could have been a doubleheader for sure. KSB and WWG 59 could have gotten a doubleheader. If it wasn't for TBW.
I just realized something.
There we go. What was that, bro?
That was so cute. But look, everybody
That scared me. Hey, what?
What was that?
They said they're doubleheaders, but I'm glad they heard me. They're like, oh no, it's just pretty.
Wait, is it a cluster of strong? Bro, there's like.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for Charlotte Harbor and Pine Island Sound, coastal waters
Again,
from Bonita Beach,
TBW.
Englewood, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 4:38 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending near Bonita Beach to 15 nautical miles northeast of Captiva, moving west at 20 knots. Hazard, waterspouts and wind gusts to 40 knots. Source, radar. Impact, waterspouts can quickly form and capsize boats, damage vessels, and create suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly high waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Gasparilla Island, Captiva, Sanibel, Fort Myers Beach, and Bonita Beach. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected.
What even was that? Now you turn into a water spout. I thought there was like no water spouts. Now you turn into a water spout. Now you literally turn into a water spout, huh? SMWs. I guess not. Chance of thunderstorms. Man. What that was all? Guess not.
And Port Richey. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Your coastal water.
Really, TW? I almost missed that. Highs
in the lower 94 knots or greater.
Oh, come on, TW, please.
Intact. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots. Suddenly high waves. All on board are well life jackets. For the radio list.
Well, that was a Tarpon to Swanee SMW. That's just great. Yeah.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Coastal waters from Tarpon Springs to Swanee River, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 to 60 nautical miles. Waters from Tarpon Springs to Swanee River, Florida, out 20 to 60 nautical miles until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 7:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from 7 nautical miles west of Indian Rocks Beach to near Port Richey, moving west at 50 knots. Hazard, waterspouts.
There's Englewood to Tarpon and Tarpon to Swanee for the coastal waters. This is on channel 1.
And capsized boats, damaged vessels, increase suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly higher waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Hernando Beach, Clearwater Pass, Enclosed Key, Fort Richey, Clearwater Beach, Indian Shore Reef, Tarpon Springs, Arapeca, Indian Rocks Beach, and Dunedin. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. The Sarasota Bradenton.